Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing on this Saturday, September 21st at 1:18 p.m.? Chris Wood here. The reason I jumped on to do this live in hopes that it is seen because I am a 5-year revenge retaliation victim of Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police. I am a kidnap, sex assault, medical blacklist, false arrest, stalk, kidnap, injure, torture, mutilate, false charge, identity theft, attempted murder victim of Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police. I spoke their human trafficking, their human sex trade, slavery trafficking in late 2018, early 2019. August of 2019, I was shot by ex-OPP chief before he left Napanee. Stalking. My mother was tortured and killed. My dogs were killed. Medical blacklisting, treatment refusals, discrimination, being falsely arrested and charged to prevent anything legal on criminal cops or on criminal doctors who are criminally and negligently involved. As it stands right now, doctors who are involved in sex slavery trafficking, torture crimes, cover ups, and attempted murder with intent. Dr. Tatiana V. or Dr. Margie V., aka Tatiana V., name and file falsifier, medical blacklister, the one that has shared this. Girlfriend to one Stacy, a mental health worker, Kingston AMHS, was Napanee Daily Tea Company. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, ex-CEO Covey Duck, and patient relations Aaron Brown. They are all criminally and negligently involved in co-committing with criminal negligence and intent with OPP crimes with their cover-ups, full skull deforming, full brain injuring, full facial identity changes with proof and not being able to do anything about it. I am a 5-year revenge retaliation victim. I have no feeling in the right side of my head right now. I am completely and totally numb. I cannot go to a hospital. I cannot. My legal rights, my medical rights, my human rights have been taken from me. I am the end of my bloodline. And if anything more happens to me, ones that need to be arrested and criminally charged for murder in the first degree with intent to commit. Ex-OPP Chief or Commander, year 2019, drove a white Jeep Wrangler. Staff Sergeants, years 2019, 2021. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company. Once again, now Kingston AMHS, and Shelley Huffner. The Justice of the Peace, accusations, intimidations, threats. Bill Wooldridge and Blair Hardy, guilty of stalking and murdering my mother, Sharon Wood, December 20th, 2020. Guilty of rapes, guilty of identity thefts, guilty of stalking, and guilty of attempted murder on me, guilty of my identity theft. These are all OPP, drug-fed, money-paid pieces of shit accomplices who cannot be arrested, cannot be touched. They are guilty of sex slavery trafficking. They are guilty of human trafficking. They are guilty of sex assaults. They are guilty of rapes. They are guilty of drug trafficking with and for Robert Kane, Drug Cop, OPP 7224. Bert the Hitman Hustler, ex-NHL hockey player for the Philadelphia Flyers. A pillhead, he is a sex slave trafficker and he's guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. I no longer have feeling in my fucking head or my face, and I am being injured and tortured while going through identity theft on a daily basis. I cannot get medical help, and this is why it's being done to me, and this is how OPP and the doctors are assuring their crimes through these pieces of shit. That's Tyler T. Big Lake. He is an animal killer. He is guilty of attempted murder. He is Robert Kane, drug-fed rat informant, meth-fed piece of shit. He is approximately 30 years old. He's guilty of torturing my dog and killing him in 2023. He's guilty of attempted murder on me, Tyler T. Big Lake. Jason Gimpy, two-step, and Allstein, guilty of my identity theft with 100% proof, guilty of attempted murder with the intent to commit identity fraud and insurance fraud. A crackhead, crack-fed piece of shit lowlife who is an inbred piece of shit who deals laced fentanyl in Kingston and Napanee when people are murdered and missing and overdosing. It is Jason Van Alstyne. It is Bill Wooldridge. It is Blair Hardy. And it is Tyler Lake. They are also selling laced fentanyl in Kingston to addicts to commit murders through the hub. When people are dying at the hub in Kingston, it is Jason Van Alstyne, especially when it's fucking drug overdoses, especially if he has been around there. The one known as Bill Wooldridge, the one that thinks that he is my dad, thinks that he is also fucking Harry Potter and believes that we were switched at birth. He is approximately 70, alleged Hells Angels Ontario chapter captain. He is a pedophile, sex slavery trafficker. He is a he was caught May 2021 having sex with a child in his driveway, performing oral sex on him. He is a stalker. He's highly delusional. He believes that he is me, believes that we were switched at birth, thinks that he is Harry Potter, and thinks that he is my dad. He is a heroin trafficker and alleged Hells Angels Ontario chapter captain. He is associated to one Russell Williams, the serial killer. With him saying he is alleged Hells Angels Ontario chapter captain and him being a drug trafficker, a heroin trafficker, but he is also guilty of multiple murders. He possibly was involved in the murder of a little girl in Toronto a couple years ago that was put into a dumpster. He was there at that time, and those are his kind of crimes. And Toronto is only a couple hours away from Napanee, where the guy lives. Those are his kind of crimes. This little girl apparently was murdered and put into a dumpster. She was a black girl, and he was in Toronto in that area around that time. That's human trafficker Axel Rose wannabe Anthony Tony Hearns. He's a pedophile. He's a registered sex offender. He is a he is a speedhead. He is a speed trafficker. He is a pill dealer, and he is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit for one Dale Hartwick, his boyfriend, for drop charges, who is aiding OPP now to commit murder to get away with. To get out of drop charges, he is aiding OPP in committing murder. And this is him. Him and his uncle Harry are also involved. They are guilty of injuring, torturing, being involved with my identity theft, and guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit 4 drop charges for free speed, for immunity. He goes between Kingston, Napanee, Sharbot Lake. That's Tyler Teabag Lake again. He's guilty of attempted murder, and he's an animal fucking torturing killer. These people have no care for life because they are killing for Ontario provincial police while being paid $300 a day, getting immunity. Bert Hustler once again. So because of me not being able to get help and damages are done, I feel nothing left of myself. Chris is pretty much dead. And I am saying that without any kind of mental illness or any kind of fucking problem. The whole right side of my brain has been completely destroyed. The right side of my face is being completely fucking injured and destroyed. While I am being completely deformed by these pieces of shit. This all started to happen to me after me speaking of the OPP crimes, trying to save lives, and then me being shot by ex-OPP chief, and this began on me. And Dr. Margie V. Lennox in Annington County General Hospital falsified my medical files after lies from her girlfriend Stacy to get me medically blacklisted to assure this. And then the doctors in hospital also conspiring to have me falsely charged through OPP in an attempt to give me a criminal record, in an attempt to get away with what they've been getting away with, what they have gotten away with, while keeping me from medical help through your fucking lies, trying to turn this around with intent to commit against me, your crimes. Guilty of attempted murder, Lennox and Annington County General Hospital doctors with criminal negligence and intent. And if anybody goes to that hospital and sees these people, they should be very careful because they have no concern for life in any way, shape, or form. Their medical oath means nothing. If Hawkesbury doctor worked in Napanee, he would still be murdering because he would have a lot of help. Dr. Margie V, aka Tatiana V, Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, Triage Terry, Tanya David, ex-CEO Wayne Coveyduck, and patient relations Aaron Brown are all human traffickers, sex slavery traffickers, and they are all co-committing and covering up crimes for themselves, for doctors, for Bill Wooldridge, for Blair Hardy, for Tyler Lake, for Jason Manalstein, for Bert Hustler, for Robert Barry, for Ray LeBlanc, for Dale Hartwick, and for his boyfriend Tony Axelrose Hearns. OPP accomplices, co-offenders, and all of them are guilty of murders. This ends the Wood bloodline by doing this to me, OPP. Completely fucking my brain. 5 years of lies, time buying, arrest refusals. This is how people are going murdered and missing. It is being done through the Hardy Boys in Napanee. It is being done through Bill Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jason Manalstein, the one shown through Ontario Provincial Police. So, all because these are obsessed homosexual fucking lowlives. Full physical identity theft. When people are going missing, it's how it's being done is through the police, through doctors who are aiding them and buying time to have this done to their victims. And then they are being trafficked, framed, and killed. This is why OPP Spencer Mills had me falsely arrested to get my pictures, print signatures, and everything else they needed against me to fuck me over for this. And I will not be proven wrong because they have to prove nothing. They are guilty of domestic terrorism. They are guilty of murders. They are guilty of attempted murders. They are guilty of ending the Wood bloodline by doing this because of me speaking of their fucking crimes. How many others has OPP murdered and gotten away with? How many other identity thefts have you committed and gotten away with? How many sex slavery trafficking victims do you actually have, Spencer Mills? And OPP in Napanee, whether you are in Napanee or transferred or not, you are still guilty and criminally involved of murders and attempted murders with and for your low-life pieces of shit. Dr. Margie V., a.k.a. Tatiana V. Lennox in Addington County General Hospital, is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. She is very seriously dangerous. One way or another, you pieces of shit will answer for this. This is September 21st, 2024 at 1:33 p.m. I am Chris Wood. I live near Desverano, Ontario, and I'm a 5-year revenge retaliation victim by homosexual cops and their low-life pieces of shit. Full physical identity theft and change with 100% proof. People go missing. It is the police, it is their accomplices, and it is doctors who are criminally involved in aiding them. Please hit the like, share, subscribe if you like this content, and I hope you do because it's very serious. People in Ontario, Canada need to see this because the murdered and missing is being done through the police. Remember, 5 years ago and through this full physical identity theft, full skull deforming, full brain injuring, lies about being suicidal, self-harm, or lies about drugs, lies of psychological record and history, lies of criminal record and history, OPP, and the other pieces of shit who are using these lies and narratives so when they are torturing their victims and murdering them, they are getting it covered up. So they will not get, so they are covering their murders up as drug overdoses, as suicide. This is why they're doing it to the poor, homeless, elderly, disabled. They're using their badges, positions, credentials. They're casting those fucking lies, and they are getting away with it. Your mass murdering motherfucking lowlife Spencer Mills, Robert Kane, Bill Wooldridge, Tyler Lake, Dale Hartwick, Tony fucking Hearns, redheaded bastard, Blair Frederick fucking Hardy. Bill Wooldridge is a lowlife scumbag. Like I said, he thinks that he is me and thinks that we were switched at birth when he is fucking 70 years old approximately, and I'm only 52. Legal murder by Ontario Provincial Police, legal murder by Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, and legal murder because this is what I am calling this because this is a murder on me and it is done with intent. You completely and totally fucked my brain. You completely and totally fucked my skull. You completely and totally mutilated my insides while keeping me from help. You fucked my lungs. You fucked my kidneys. You totally deformed me, false arresting, kidnapping, sex assaults, the lies, the time buying, the cover-ups. Well, time has been bought, you terrorist pieces of shit. OPP, Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, in Napanee, Ontario, Canada. You are all murdering fucks in one way or another. I'm going to charge you, and I am going to see your asses in prison. Anything happens to me, it will be more revenge retaliation. It will be to shut me up. It will be to fuck me over, and it will be to finish this. And I say it without any kind of paranoia. You are garbage, motherfuckers.